Little chit chat.
So, yeah, I've definitely had better gum in my day. How about you, Gerald?
I don't have any gum.
Oh, you
just
didn't
had
even
a
get
donut.
any. You're not missing out on much, dude.
I got a donut.
Oh, you
That's
got a
my
donut.
breath freshener.
I was thinking about getting a
I
donut,
also
actually.
have
I'm trying to cut back on
salty
them.
mud gunk on my pants from the walk-in today.
Salty mud gum. Episode 12.
Yeah.
Oh, it starts with the alarm going off.
I'll finish this off.
Cheers.
Get back to beer.
I always thought, I'm not going to start it like that. There was something involving that pump.
It's always involving the pump.
It's an Austin
You
Power
say it
pump.
looks like a penis pump. We go over this every time I bring up the pump.
Well, it's not.
I
Well, not to,
thought somebody brought an enema kit.
That's a new one.
Have you guys ever given anyone a? Never mind.
Hen.
No.
There's nothing involving a pump. I'll tell you that much.
I was gonna say an enema, but that's a whole other story.
Why would
Rich?
you give someone an enema?
Are we just default being filthy now after last
I
week?
don't know.
Don't you have to go to the
If you wanted to see last week's
No,
show,
you can
which
buy
is here,
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna make you do annotations now.
Yeah, no, I meant to do it on the last one, but
our 20 viewers are going to be like, "Where's the fucking
7.
annotation?" 7.
7D.
What?
Yeah.
We're gonna get some internet
We
money
usually get like 50, but it's sometimes 70.
now.
Sometimes 70.
Yeah.
It's like everyone from Icon just watches it.
No, nobody from Icon watches this shit.
Which is a good thing, I think.
I think I've watched half of one.
I bet one of those views is Greg. He watches every episode.
Probably.
That's what I'm worried about. There's something I want to talk about, but I'm not going to do it on the podcast because I'm scared.
Done? Skip it.
I think I know what you're referring to, and I respect that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take it back to where I wanted to bring it up, is the whole penis pump thing. Has anyone actually used a penis pump?
No, I think they're bullshit.
I don't
We always
understand it.
have to
It's
bring
like,
it back to
Never work.
I guess like the
you know some
theory.
experience.
Well, I guess like the theory behind it is because it's kind of like, you know, when you put your mouth in a glass and you suck air and then you like.
Your
Right?
face gets like sucked into
Yeah.
It's
this.
that I think you do that and it's supposed to like stretch the skin
so make it look
or
bigger.
the gland or something.
But then you have
But
little-
it's no, you stretch it to increase the capacity that like the blood can fill.
Yeah, but then you have like old men like floppy penis when you're older.
Yeah, and I feel like it would just go back.
Oh god.
It's just like an elephant trunk.
It does nothing. It's just
I
flying
always
in the
thought
wind.
about that. Have you guys ever seen Long Dong Silver, this classic like black 70s porn star, and his dick was by his knees? I was just like, the amount of blood it would take to make that hard would probably make you pass out, right? So he's like, hey, what's up?
Maybe.
I always thought that would be a problem. Okay, would you rather have a dick that was too big or too small?
I want a dick that's just right.
That's not an option.
That's not
Too big.
I don't think many
think-
people would say too big, because I mean, I know there's some girls who are like, dicks are too big for them, but they eventually, with enough time,
They get over it.
yeah.
I don't know,
Literally.
but not only that, like it would be a hassle, right?
Yeah. Especially,
Because say you have sex like for, I don't know, let's say every day is like a good day, like 2 to 3 hours a day.
If it's down to your knees, like, is it uncomfortable to put on pants?
Exactly, that's
Yeah.
what I'm, that's
you
what
have
I'm
to
saying.
like coil it up.
Yeah, just like
crawl.
use it as a belt.
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
This is a weird conversation. What were you gonna talk about
What
that
were you-
you
Yeah.
wanted to vent
wanted to
something?
vent?
Well, it's
Sorry,
a long story, but essentially it all started on a cold, wintry night.
Okay, we only got like 20 minutes for this
Let's,
one.
let's speed up to
Okay.
the issue.
They want to run tests, and if they find there's a problem, they want to send it all the way to fucking California.
Did anything like funny or outrageous happen in this story, or is this just like
Well,
It's just computer
Yeah.
going
based.
through the motions of like?
It's just going through the motions of like pretty much replacing my entire system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm replacing
Oh,
every
that's
fucking part. It's like I have a whole new, brand new computer now. And if they want to take away my video card, so I can't have a computer for 6 or for like
But it's a
6
video
weeks.
card. You can
Just
still
buy a new
have
one.
Yeah,
You
but
can buy
might
a
as
new
well-
one, or you can still have your computer without the video card.
Yeah, like it sucks. So like I mean, if they want to take my video card away from me, they can go fuck a light socket.
First world problems.
Carol.
I mean, at this point, why don't you just get a new computer?
Yeah.
Well,
it's cheaper.
I practically already do have a new computer.
Oh, there you have it.
Yeah, just-
Why don't you just forget about whatever's bothering you and just replace whatever's left?
Yep, it's going to be the motherboard first, then the CPU if that doesn't work, then the video card.
Give me your old video card. I'll crossfire it.
Okay.
Carol, how's your day going?
Not too bad.
Did you
not
want
too
to vent
shabby.
about something? I heard you wanted to vent about something.
Huh?
Did you want to vent about something?
What do we vent?
To complain.
Whatever.
To
Yeah,
complain
yeah,
about what we were talking about.
First world
today.
problems.
Get something off your chest.
Yeah, girls are fucking dumb.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
There we go.
That's what
Let's
we're
get
back
back
There you
to it.
go.
So, I don't know. We went over so much today. It's just like talking to Carol during the lunch break was like about the past 5 out of the 10 episodes of this show.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Does she
We
watch
talk
it?
so much.
She doesn't know about this.
No, she doesn't know.
Does she? So
Oh.
you could say anything.
Yeah, I don't care.
Who did what? It
So-
doesn't matter.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah, I don't mind.
So
Play
Carol's
games.
been dating this chick for what, 2 months?
Yeah,
Okay.
2 months.
Something
now.
like that, since he got back from Bangkok.
Yeah.
Uh, That name, like the name of that, like in England, people would come up to you and be like, "Hey, what's the capital of Thailand?" And you'd be like, "Punch in the dick,
Bangkok."
Yeah.
Is it actually Bangkok?
Always makes me wince.
Yeah,
it is.
Bangkok, yeah.
Okay. That was one of those
Um,
trick questions like Sydney, Australia.
So first of all, this girl's fucking crazy. She's like proper Asian.
Asian, yeah.
She's not like
Asian
Asian
chicks are
By her mom, her parents.
like she's like from where the fuck? Is she
China, I don't know.
From? China, whatever that. narrows
China,
it
I don't know
down.
which city.
It's a pretty small place. So, yeah, I don't know. She's crazy. Like she walks in the room and just comes up and starts hitting you.
She hits you?
Yeah, she hit me.
Beats him. Yeah, and she like when they came over my house to watch Batman the other day, and before saying hello, she just comes in and just like smacks me, and that's how
What?
she says hi. But yeah, that's like
No.
culture shit. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird
Shit.
cultural shit too. Like my girlfriend's friend Kitu, she comes from an Indian family, and I do.
It's all right.
It's okay. It's good. Gravity helped.
But
Okay.
it is in control.
So yeah, like this chick who's from an Indian family, I guess like they like part of their discipline is always like spanking or like either that or if like she acts up, you know, they just like smack them, and so it's part of their culture, you know.
Yeah.
Like
My
and
dad hit me.
and
I
then
fought my dad.
yeah, and then whenever she comes over, she's like super physical, like she's this super short Indian girl, and she like hits you, like if you like say anything out of line or something.
But is
Yeah.
it like a hard hit?
Oh no, it's
Or
quite
is it like a
it's
playful
playful smacking.
It's kind of like smack, you know.
Right.
It's playful.
She's
What up,
like
bro?
it's playful, but it's constant. So after
Yeah.
like
A while it gets
having
annoying.
3 hours of light
Exactly.
taps, it's kind of like that water thing, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, what we were talking about today specifically was when it was unresponsiveness, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When you text them and they don't text you back, and then like they give you shit for not responding to them immediately and stuff like that.
What's the time limit is fair, do you think?
What for?
Texting?
Responding back to a text.
Say like 10 minutes? Less?
10 minutes?
Or less? No, you should have it instantly.
I know.
See, I think that's the thing. Like,
I turn off my phone at work.
you could just say your phone is off at work.
Well, you
Yeah.
also work with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
so
you work with your girlfriend.
Even when I didn't, I would turn it off. Because like I don't really need. Because half the time it's some person trying to sell me stuff on my bank, and I don't really give a shit. And then
that's
the other
annoying.
time it's someone useful, and they'll just leave a message, and then I'll call them back when I have
No,
the
I
time.
don't think there is a time limit for. Okay, I'll say like an hour. I'll give it an hour.
Well, would you wait like
I
8
suppose.
hours for a text that's gonna say like, what's up?
because I
Okay,
get
that would suck. I give it like an hour. Like if she texts me, I'd be like, whatever. You know, I'll.
I still
Yeah,
think
see, like
that's fair.
for me, like I say, hi, how was your day? And she texts an hour later was like, fine.
No,
I mean, how can you
I think you should add something though. If it's been a while, it's like okay, sorry, I was out, or I was in a movie, or I was at work.
Yeah, at least you recognize that.
Yeah, and then if you're having like a back and forth texting, like 5 or 6 texts, and then you have to go do something, and you won't be able to answer your phone, you tell them.
Yeah, you end it, right? It's kind of like there is that sort of protocol that should be in place where when you get something, even though you don't want to like continue that conversation, or you don't have anything to respond with, you should at least acknowledge that you've accepted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, but that's not even like we're not just talking small talk here. Basically, we're going snowboarding tomorrow, and Karol is trying to organize whether this girl and her friend want to come with us. So he was just like, let me know by Friday. And I think she's trying to sort shit out with like her friend and whatever. But Karol was just like, I need to know today. And it's been like 8 hours of him like waiting for like what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
We need to figure this shit out, right? So, and what sucks about that is just like it. Like we kind of automatically default to like, okay, they're not coming because we don't know. So for them, it's kind of like, I don't know if they want to come, but they can't anymore. Do we know? Like, has there been any updates?
She didn't even text me back.
Yeah.
She texted me 2 times. She was like, I'm fine, and that's it.
I don't know.
Then
So
I'm still like waiting for
one
the
text per word.
Yeah.
I'm in the other camp. Like, I don't know how to end the text. So I'm
Fine.
just like,
That's
It's
weird.
either like if you end the text, just say whatever bullshit you like. Okay, I'm doing something.
Yeah, I always say like I gotta
Whatever.
get back to work
Yeah.
or something like that. When I just or just like that's great or like that's boring. I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's like
Or
something-
not end it just like this. Like when she texts me 2 times and then she ended and texts me back like 10 hours later. Like it's not.
So there's basically a lack of communication.
Well, how can she be a lack of communication if she always had her cell phone like in front
I know,
of
and
her?
that's what I hate. That's what I hate about you when I'm texting you. Like, oh, are we
I
doing
told
this
you I
thing
was
today?
sick.
Yeah, but so you're sick. You're away from your cell phone.
Yeah, well, I'm sick, and then I call you. Then,
Yeah,
I
when you
always
called
show
me
my
like
cell phone around
then
too.
it's different when you call someone after like an hour. If you didn't reply, it's okay.
at least you have that like instant, you know.
So okay, I guess the question is, do you think that she's like seeing these texts and she just chooses not
Yeah,
to reply?
she's seen this text. I told her like, did you see my like 5 texts? And she was
and
like,
then
yeah.
it's not just the text that he thinks she's seeing.
Yeah, maybe I'm not the dude.
Yeah, that's one theory. Yeah.
That's
Ah.
fair. Like, I mean, has it always been like this?
No.
well, it's
like-
only been like a 2-month relationship.
Yeah.
Like when you guys like first started,
When we first started, it's like each 2 minutes we like back and forth,
like
right?
bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, and then after she told me like she's busy, then she's going like okay to school or like she's cooking, right? But now it's like I send her a text and 5 hours later I receive like okay, I'm fine, and then I'm like okay, so how was your day? Like wanna meet up? And she's like I don't know, and then stop talking for
And
like a few
so
hours.
when you meet her in person, she stops talking for a few hours.
No, she's different. That would be brutal.
We
Though.
just stare at each other.
No, she's like
You're like, fuck, what did, how did, like, that's
she's
hilarious.
she's actually like two totally different person. Like when you meet her, like she hang out, she talk a lot, but
Well, that's
on
different,
the
like, you have
text,
to-
like she doesn't talk that much.
Actually, I know that type of person though. Like some people are less technologically dependent. Like some people are just more kind of.
I mean, when you're meeting with someone, you're forced to talk to them. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd just be awkward if you guys didn't talk.
yeah.
You know,
you don't
but-
talk for 3 hours.
but I mean-
But if you're texting, it's a whole different thing, right?
Some
You're like,
people like
oh,
aren't
geez.
as much into texting as other people though. That's the thing.
and that's why most people get dates through texting these days because it's easier, right? You don't have that like immediate sort of talking
Awkwardness.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Texting is a barrier that creates a lot of confidence, and that's why like I've asked out so many girls just through text.
Oh, it's true. Yeah. It's like
Time.
the internet and the texts are brilliant.
But another thing
Facebook.
that to justify his concern of her not responding for the possibility of being with other dudes is she's has a relationship with exes,
Yeah,
right?
I guess. Well, my biggest red flag, I guess, would be that if you guys were texting each other like constantly or at like a good rate when you began, and all of a sudden it just dropped off. Like
Well,
something happened, you know.
you also
That's
you're
what
not-
I'm thinking. I
you're
could be
not-
wrong. don't take any of my advice.
I'm not taking any advice.
I haven't got laid in months. Don't worry.
I'm just pissed. I don't care like if something happens
painful,
like later on, you know, like it's ending, like we broke off. I really don't care about her, but it's just pissing me off that she doesn't answer because I know that she see the text. Just like, why don't you just answer? It doesn't take like fucking like 8 hours to send a text. And I'm texting a lot is because like I want to know if she want to come tomorrow with her friend, like snowboarding. That's all.
Yeah, with it, like if it's small talk bullshit, that's like not that big a deal. But when you're trying to arrange stuff,
Yeah. What do you guys think? Like sometimes I'll do a follow-up text if I haven't got an answer for a while.
do you ever just send the question mark?
Yeah, it's like because sometimes people won't feel it or won't notice it if it's just a text, right?
Yeah, sometimes they don't notice. Yeah, you send her like you send
That's going to be edited.
you send like okay a smiley face or a question mark. It's fair. Like sometimes I don't say it as well.
And if I have to send 47 more messages, you know, what's
Well,
the
that's
problem?
going crazy. 47
Exactly.
messages.
And that's the stuff that I get from like my girlfriend right now. Because like if she can't get a hold of me immediately, she starts freaking out. Her imagination goes crazy because like to be honest, I have a bad history with relationships and loyalty, I guess you could say. So like she knows everything about me. Kind of came clean. And it's a bit like I understand. It's like fair enough to her. Like it is a scary situation because like we're taking our relationship very seriously, like rest of our life type shit. And she doesn't know if she can trust me. So when she doesn't hear from me in a fairly immediate sort of like response time, that's like a big deal for her, right? She's like, oh, he might be out fucking.
And it is different when it's a long distance thing.
Yeah, definitely. She doesn't know if I have a whole like second life out here or anything like that.
A
But
whole harem of women or something.
yeah. So last night I was like editing last week's podcast, and I had like 5 minutes left to go, and she was just like, "Hey, I'm home. You want to like chat or something?" I was just like, "Yeah, give me 5 minutes." And then like I was still working, editing shit, and then it got to the point where she was like, "You need to talk to me right now because I don't know what or who you're doing." I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm doing the goddamn credits." But like it's annoying, but I have to be sympathetic to her position, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's. I mean, that seems a little extreme, but.
Yeah, it's kind of like because there have been times where I've gone out to parties. A bad move by me was I went to an open bar party that my mom's law firm has. During the summer, they always like have it at the zoo. They rent out the zoo. It's that big of a party, and it's just like open bar and shit. And my mom usually leaves early, and I stay out and just get fucked. So the problem is I always have this like embedded thing where like I need to call my girlfriend at a certain time of night where I'm just like we talk to each other every night. So I'm just like, well, I should probably talk to you because I might not do it later. So I Skype with her on my phone. But at the same time, I was also just like chatting to a group of girls. So I'm just like, hey, baby, what's up? I'm at a party, woo! And I'm just like surrounded by 10 girls like, hey!
That was bad.
That didn't go down too well. And then she didn't hear from me for the rest of the night until the next day. She was not happy.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
at least you communicate with her. Because I know some girls, like, when you try to call them, they don't want to hear about you, or like, they don't want to talk over the phone. I know now, these days, it's only by text, but when you want to try to figure out something, you just call. But when she never answer,
Yeah, that's weird. I've never had that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. Girls usually like a call.
Yeah.
I don't like calling.
My girlfriend she doesn't like phones.
You're supposed to get your girlfriend in on this thing.
Yeah, she does not like phones. So she'll respond to texts, but she usually never picks up her phone. So when I call her, she just rings off the hook. So
Well, I don't do that because I don't pay for caller ID and I don't like answering to someone I don't know. You're lucky that I fucking pick up most of your calls.
because you know it's me.
Well, no, I know, and I'm just like, who is this? Hello, and then I'm just like, oh, okay. It's either you or my girlfriend.
But it's kind of like really, it's a worst case scenario thing. What's the worst thing that you can get on a phone call from someone calling you? Really, it's like someone trying to sell you something, you hang up.
I don't know. The thing is, like, I don't know. That's the thing. You never know. It could be some random, like for me it could be like a debt collector or something like
Yeah.
that, even though like I'm pretty much on top of that shit, but I'm always scared there's like maybe something I forgot about.
And there's lots of scams out there too, where people will be like, "You owe this money," and they're like, "I didn't know about this. I guess I should pay it," when they didn't actually owe any shit.
Yep. And
Yeah.
if you have a night of drinking and you can't remember anything like the next morning, don't answer your phone calls for at least a couple days.
48 hours.
Wow. What are you
For
doing?
you, it's in a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Or like another thing for me is like it could be my ex-wife, but in that situation, as much as it would be bad to like talk to her, she would only call me in like an emergency. So it's not a call I would like, but it might be something I need to take. So usually I answer, even though I don't know who it is. I just don't not like. I like being able to see the name and then someone calls you and you're prepared for that conversation. But I don't like having to fucking be charged $7 a month for that privilege.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. Unless
It's-
Society sucks.
unless
yeah.
it's bundled with
It doesn't
something
need
else,
to.
it's kind of pointless.
I know, and that's why they were just like, "Do you want caller ID? $7 a month." I was just like, "Fuck no, nobody fucking like calls me. It's just all text."
Yeah,
But
it's rare that you call
It's
me,
that
right?
is when they if my plan was $7 more, and I had that, I would be all right with it. But I don't like the fact that I know how much that costs, because it's not like your phone is doing anything extra.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the number is saved in your phone. It could just like display it when it's called. It
Yeah.
knows who's calling, and it's just like this thing where you feel like you're getting fucked out of $7 a month.
Switch to Wind.
Wind?
Wind? Nah.
You got wind.
I don't have Wind, but I will.
I was thinking
What do you
about
have
it too
now?
when my contract's done.
I'm on Telus and I hate it.
What's so good about
What?
wind?
Tell us it's
It's-
pretty, it's
well,
pretty good.
First of all, it's only $40.
Mine's like 50.
And
Mine's
it,
50 as well.
you know, it seems like Wind is cheaper, but you don't get like the best newest phones.
I don't like this fucking like.
True enough. Well, I guess you could buy your own phone, though. You know, you could buy your own phone because they deal in unlocked phones.
Oh, okay. Because that I was about to say. I don't like that you have specific phones for specific companies. It should just be like you get whatever phone you want, and then you get whatever service you want. It shouldn't be
Exactly.
something that is combined. Canada is so fucking retarded. First of all, with your alcohol, and second with your cell phones. Like in England is like the fucking future with cell phones. Like we had
Same with
shit.
Japan.
Yeah, obviously. Japan actually is like 30 years in the future, I think. But like England is just like so much more advanced in not only like the phones that they have, but how they deal with it. Like it's for the past, I don't know, since before I moved there, you didn't have to pay for incoming calls. Because
Yeah,
anybody can call you,
you don't
right?
have to pay shit.
That's fairly new out here.
The thing is, like,
Yeah, I think that's just I
the
think that's
problem.
just
The problem with Canada is it's monopolized between
Like three
Rogers,
companies.
Telus, and Bell.
Yeah.
Like, they literally have a monopoly over it. That's why they charge outrageous prices.
Same with the internet. The internet is a duopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like,
bullshit. It's so expensive. In Europe, you pay like what, 10 euros, and you have like high-speed internet.
Oh, Tobias, come sit down.
I mean, all around the world, you pay less.
We're like we're ending
we
in like
really
a couple
just
minutes.
pay the most.
Oh, if you want to grab us a few.
Yeah, here it's like if you
I'm
want to
already
have
here.
Okay, fine. Just have a seat.
if you want to have like high-speed internet, it's like $70. Europe, it's like 10
So you're
euros. You
leaving.
have everything.
Oh, I just ran
Oh, it's
back.
crazy. Awesome. So you came back for Halo.
I did.
Yes.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
the freaking sound.
Are you good at
Halo in
Halo?
advance.
they can now hear all the filthy
He-
things we're saying.
I'm good,
He's my
but I don't
wingman.
have an Xbox.
I don't have an
That's
Xbox.
what makes
I just
your
play,
defeat even more.
I just play with roommates.
I only
you're
play
so
with
good.
him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let
me-
your game talk.
Yeah.
Oh,
let me-
Orrie, you're on our team.
That's
Actually.
right.
I don't
put you down on
know
our
whose
team.
team.
All I
I'm
need
on.
is a
Technically
needler and a shield freaking destroyer gun. Shield destroy, needle.
I'm using
You mean
I'm using nothing but
pulse
sticky detonators.
pistol or whatever?
Yeah.
The Covenant. Yeah,
No, they have they kind of put it back to the old way where it depletes your energy with those plasma pistols the longer you hold it.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
oh, what? It drains your shield?
Not drains your shield, drains your actual ammo.
You have ammo.
For
never
the,
had
for the
ammo.
plasma
Duh.
Well,
But
this
the price-
changes
Yeah,
everything.
pistol. So
The
you
gig
can't.
is up.
You really gotta strategize.
So I just run around it. Like, oh, you're in my way.
Pop in the face.
Wait, you're at what now?
Makes that sound.
Have you tried Halo 4 yet? Has anybody?
I
I
have.
beat it.
Beat it.
You've
Oh, you beat it?
Only on normal though.
Yeah, but have you played Halo 4?
I don't understand that joke.
The real Halo 4 is on the internet.
I still don't understand that yet.
I don't
You
know.
beat it.
Oh.
And after I beat it, I played Halo 4.
Wah, wah.
There we go. That's pretty much
On hard.
That's as good as my humor gets.
That
So
was a 2-tier joke.
okay, so we should wrap up.
Yeah.
Because I want to play Halo 4 now.
Yeah, he does.
See you guys. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks, Tobias.
We'll tell you how it goes.
Yeah, that's good.
Surprise and guest.
Sweet cherry.
Turret, get on my turret, somebody! Oh fuck, oh fuck! No! No! What that was a suicide? What the fuck, what the fuck? You bitch? Beat boots. Oh, dude. Whoa, okay, found one. No! Oh! What the fuck? God, I'm late. I can't catch up to your turret. You're right. Oh, I died. Yeah! Mother... Turret's down. I do like the defense. I do like it. Guy doesn't like your mom. Back to you, Evan! Why can't I run over there? Finally. Okay, I'm running this guy. This is bullshit. Under fire. Oh, where is it? Oh, I don't get it.